Hey guys, I'm Danae. Welcome back to my channel. Let's do a reading vlog this week. For this week, I am reading Heartless Hunter. Hey guys, I'm Danae. Welcome back to my channel. Let's do a reading vlog this week. Some of you may know that I am now getting my feet wet into the fantasy and romantic genres. And I'm starting with, some of the most recommended, most popular ones. And so for this week, I am reading Heartless Hunter. So far for fantasies, I've read, I started with The Fourth Wing back in November. Then I did Iron Flame, Onyx Storm, One Dark Window, Legendborn, which is my favorite. And now I'm moving on to Heartless Hunter. So before March is over, I plan to read Heartless Hunter, Two Twisted Crowns, and Quicksilver. And I'm going to blog my reading experience with all of those. So it is now 9:30. My kids are asleep. This is when I'm able to do my real reading and uninterrupted reading. And so usually I like to start around 9. I got a little bit of a late start because I got caught up doing some doom scrolling on, Bookstagram and BookTok. But now I am getting ready to start Heartless Hunter. I've heard great things about this one, so I'm looking forward to starting this. We'll see how far I actually get reading this before the night is over or I get a little sleepy. I usually read from about 9 up until midnight or 1. It just depends on how good the book is, or if I'm buddy reading with someone. If I'm buddy reading, we'll usually go. It just depends, but we'll see. I'm a little bit tired today, so I don't know how much reading I'm going to actually get done, but we'll see how far I can get. Okay, so there's a map here because there always has to be a map in a fantasy book from what I'm seeing. So let's get into it. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm only on page 7. I keep dozing off and falling asleep. This might be one of those nights where I'm just not gonna get much reading done because when I'm reading and it's to the point where I'm dozing off and having to reread pages, that means I need to call it a night. I'm just tired tonight. I took the kids to the park in the evening, cooked dinner, and yeah, sometimes I just have these nights where it's I'm just no good. I just need sleep, and I think that might be one of these nights. So I'm probably gonna just put it away for tonight and resume it tomorrow. Good morning, guys. So it is the next day. I did not get much reading done last night because I was tired, more tired than I thought I was. So I did read to chapter 5 though. So after I got my butt up off the couch, I took a shower. I got a little bit of a second wind, but it didn't last long. So I stopped somewhere in the middle of chapter 5. Now I'm at work. If you guys watch my get to know me video, I'm a nurse practitioner. I work from home. I work remotely, so I'm in the telehealth space now. And I love doing telehealth. I used to be in the office for pretty much most of my career, but I've been doing telehealth for the last 3 years. And I'm getting ready to start my day and just kind of doing some early work before I have my first patient. Got my book with me. So far, the first 5 chapters, it's good. I'm liking it. I think I'm going to like this book. Right now, it's I'm not gonna give any spoilers. I'm gonna do the spoiler free. But Rune is a witch among the non-witches, and in a world where witches are being hunted, those closest to her have been hunted down, and she's pretty much just kind of fooling everybody at this point, it seems, because she did an action that no one would do if they were a witch, right? So if you read the book, you know what beginning action I'm talking about. So she did an action that no one would do if they were truly a witch. And so that's fooled everyone into thinking that she's not. And so she's kind of just like a pretender at this point, but rightfully so, because if she's found out, she will be killed or whatnot. But so far I'm liking it, and so I'm gonna see how far I can read today. I should have a little bit more uninterrupted time today. Kiddos are gone, my son's gone, and so Wednesdays are usually good days for me to really be productive. So I'm going to see how far I can get. And then right now also I have my earbuds, because when I am working, like when I'm typing and doing stuff, like this is a great opportunity for me to be able to listen to an audiobook. So I'm going to see how far I can get on the audio today. It just kind of all depends on how my day looks. But I'm going to see how far I can get with the audio. So if you're out there and you're wondering like, well, how can I read? I work, I'm a mom, I do this. You know, it's definitely something you have to be intentional about if it's what you want to do. I read in several different methods, because doing it that way allows me to be able to read more. So otherwise, if I didn't do this, then you're missing a whole 8 hours because you're at work, and then you don't get to read until you come home, which is fine. But I just try to maximize the time that I'm able to. And so, yeah, so that's my day. I will see how far I can get in this and check back in with you guys. I have a little bit of errands to run today too. So I'm going to the post office to drop off these books. I hosted a giveaway over on my TikTok, Book Talk page. So I have to drop off the books that I'm giving away to the winner, and then I have to stop at FedEx. So I like to try to make like predictions and stuff. So, and oftentimes I don't read the synopsis or the back of the book. I get a lot of my recommendations from Book Talk and from other book people. And so I know that Heartless Hunter has been like a popular one that's talked about a lot. And so I never took the time to read the back of the book, but from what I'm assuming and thinking from what I've read so far, we're going to have some enemies to lovers action here with I guess he's going to be the MMC. I don't know. He's so far just now being introduced, but Gideon. So I think we're going to have like some enemies to lovers action. He is like a ruthless witch hunter, and obviously Rune is a witch. So I guess that's probably going to be the premise of the story. So we're going to see what happens between them. Right now, I'm just getting in my computer so I can start like some charting. I like to try to, if I can, if schedule permits, get in a little bit early just so I can like look through my patients and just kind of mentally like get in my head what's going on with them and what I need to do, things that I might say. I just like to be prepared versus getting on with the call with the patient and then I'm like scrambling and looking through the chart while I'm talking. I like to kind of try to have it all prepared and set up in my head. So that's what I'm getting ready to do right now. And at this time, I'm going to start my audiobook. So now I just left the house. I'm getting ready to go to the post office to drop off those books for the giveaway winner. I hosted a giveaway. I won a giveaway hosted by Zio Axelrod, and it was for a signed copy of Girls with Bad Reputations and a signed copy of The Love Lyric by Christina Forrest. Because I had already supported those authors, I already had both of those books and they were brand new. I had just got them, and so I figured I didn't need double copies, so I decided to host a giveaway and give away my unsigned copies, and then I would just keep the signed copies. So I'm getting ready to send off The Love Lyric and Girls with Bad Reputations to the winner of the giveaway. So I'm at the post office to do that now. I've made it to chapter 8 in the Heartless Hunter so far. So far, so good. It's definitely keeping my attention. Definitely think that it's going to be an enemies to lovers situation with Gideon and what's her name, Rune. It must be really painful for Rune too, because I'm at the part where, and this is probably going to extend for a while, but she's pretty much has to dumb herself down and pretend to be dumb and unintelligent to continue on with the mission that she's on. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but she's clearly a very intelligent woman and she has a lot of depth to her, but she has to pretend to be dumb and kind of surface level, like all she cares about is fashion and gossiping and stuff like that. Now Gideon, it seems that he's also like an intelligent person and he's not just interested in girls who like have no depth to them, and so he's looking at her thinking that she's just one of those surface level girls and thinking that she's too dumb to even know when she's being insulted and stuff like that. And so it's like painful for Rune at this point having to pretend, but she has a bigger goal at play here. So I'm in chapter 8. I'm gonna keep on going as much as I can today. I'm taking a little quick break, but I have to get back to work by 12:30 to get to my next patient. So I decided to just come out and quickly run this errand. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was going to say, I do like how these chapters are pretty short. For some reason, I just like short chapters because it makes it feel like the book goes by a little faster. I don't know. Anyways, so getting ready to drop these off to the post office. So I switched to my Kindle because I got tired of holding the book in my hand. Okay, so Gideon thinks that Rune is beautiful. She's an obviously beautiful girl. I'm thinking that Alex is probably in love with Rune. I know that men and women can have platonic friendships, and that's all great if that's what there is. But I don't know. I'm sensing something from Alex. I'm sensing that it's a little bit more for him. I don't know. This isn't a spoiler because I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just making guess and predictive, analytics. But I don't know. And so Gideon, he's like, yeah, she's beautiful, but he thinks she's a dumb box of rocks, and he thinks that she's the most shallowest girl, like I guess in their area or town or whatever. Which Rune, she got a role to play. She's acting at this point, so good for her that he thinks that. But who is Harrow? Harrow, is it Harrow? Harrow. Anyway, who is she and why is she? Wait, is she? Anyway, Harrow needs to stop talking because now she has basically kind of put Gideon on to something that he shouldn't have been put on to unless he figured it out himself. So I guess now he's gonna be looking at her a little side eye, but again, her dumb role and act is really fooling him, and so he's not even thinking that she's smart enough to like do anything tricky, which good for her. Okay, so Harrow is smart. She's a smart cookie, and yeah, she's smart. What's in it for Harrow or Harrow, and why is she like really going hard on Rune and telling Gideon all this stuff? I mean, I guess Gideon's her friend, so that's where her loyalty lies, but like, what's in it for her? Does she like Gideon herself? I don't know, but she's talking too much. Wait, this dude Bart, did he really say you should join me for a ride in my newest one? Maybe this Sunday? It would have to be in the afternoon, of course. I never get out of bed before noon. Must be nice. Must be nice. And Rome is sitting there like, this freaking idiot. Why do I have to subject myself to this? But obviously she's doing it for a bigger purpose. But I would have been so done with him after he said that. Okay, so basically Gideon and Rune are about to both be playing each other and being something that they're not and going after each other for ulterior motives. Okay, this is about to get really interesting. So I just got to chapter 9 and I got to call it a wrap for now. So I'll resume at some point whenever I get the next free time. But yeah, I think I'm going to like this one. It is now like 9 o'clock or so. My kids are in bed, so before I get to relax for the evening and like start reading, I like to make sure I clean up the living room and get it back to like normal look before I like relax and do anything. So I can't sit down and read until I like get everything cleaned back up. My kids like think that the couch is a trampoline, and so they're like climbing and jumping on it all day long, and I'm kind of anal about the couch, and so I have to get it straightened back up. This is my real spot that I sit in. And I'm gonna sit right here because it's about to read it, so I'll get it in position for you. Okay, so it's about 9:15, 9:30ish or so. The kids have been in bed for a while, and what you just saw was me like cleaning up my living room. Um, Before I like really relax for the night or like sit down to read, I have to clean up the living room and just get it kind of back to like normal status so that when we wake up in the morning, it's like a clean space. I can't go to sleep or settle down to start reading if there's a bunch of toys around. So I always have to take some time before I like get my time to like kind of clean up and make sure that things are back in order. So I did get some good reading in today. I am on chapter 12 now. This is going really good. I'm liking this a lot so far. And, I'm kind of like trying to predict where things are going. It's definitely going to be, I think, an epic enemies to lovers. But, I'm really feeling Alex. I'm really liking Alex for her, too. I don't know if this is a love triangle. This is just, again, me guessing. So don't worry. These are not spoilers. These are just my thoughts. But I really like Alex. And so I don't know if Alex is, like, secretly in love with her. Or maybe he's just a really good friend, which is cool. But I like her. And I think if it wasn't for the whole witch hunting aspect, I think I probably would like Gideon. I don't know. Maybe it's just the whole morally great character thing, the villain thing that, you kind of love to love those kinds. But we'll see where it goes. I've been like going back and forth between reading it in the physical and on my Kindle. I think tonight I'm going to read it on my Kindle. I read it on my Kindle a little earlier today, and my hand's been kind of bothering me, so I think I'm going to just finish up, or at least finish the night reading my Kindle and see how far I can get. I am on chapter 13 now. I just read a chapter, so I'm on 13 now, and we're going to see. Oh, and then, so this chapter that I'm on is like a flashback. So this is going like 2 years prior when she finds out that she's a witch, and, she's able to hide in plain sight because no one knows that she's a witch, and supposedly like being a witch, like her parents weren't witches. So I guess it must have like skipped a generation with her. And so this is her finding out that she is a witch, like, I guess when she's like 16 or so. See, and Alex, so I'm at the part where she's flashing back to 2 years. He is just so down for her. He is just like, I don't know. I guess he's a really good friend, but he's just always there for her, and I just love that for her, and I love that she has him. He's preparing a hot bath for her. Okay, so I'm trying not to make the spoiler. I'm trying not to have spoilers in this, but she got her period for the first time. So she's like 16 or so. She got her period for the first time, and Alex is like, going to get her clothes because she messed up her dress that she was wearing. He's going to like find her clothes and like trying to get a hot bath ready for her. Like, oh my gosh, he's like literally risking his life to keep her secret. Like, because if they found out that he knew. And at the time, like, if they found out that he knew and he was harboring a secret for her, like, they would have killed him, and he's willing to risk it all. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, Gideon. So, Rune told him she did not have a dress to wear to the event because she's making up a lie because she just doesn't want to go. Is he really about to sit here and sketch her out a dress and make her a dress because he thinks that she don't have a dress and that's the reason why she didn't want to go to be the guest of honor? Okay, so this man really did go and sketch her a dress. Like, I know his parents were seamstresses, so he sketched a dress for her. Okay, I don't know what it is about these sharp boys, but I don't know. Okay, Gideon. Okay, I see you. Okay, so the romance girl in me is loving this, okay? Because I think that this is going to be an epic enemies to lovers because I can see, I'm only 15 chapters in, and I can see where it's going to go with Gideon and Rune. But they both have two different goals, so I don't really know how it's gonna work. I mean, I know he's going to find out eventually who she is. And then he's going to have to decide, like, okay, am I going to keep on with what I'm supposed to be doing, or am I going to save her because now I'm in love with her? Yeah, I see where this is going. Okay, so I'm on chapter 17, and I am, like, so sleepy. I'm dozing off, so I think it's my cue to call it a night. But I did good today for reading. I read from chapter 4 to chapter 17, so what's that, 13 chapters? So that's how much I was able to read in a whole day, and I think it's a pretty good reading day. So we'll get back to it tomorrow. Okay, so last night I didn't get as much reading done as I wanted to. Because I was really tired. So like I had in mind that I would read until like 12, 1 in the morning. I think I made it to 10:30, 11 or something like that. I probably made it to like 11. I think I'm on chapter 18. Oh, I forgot my face now. I think I'm on chapter 18. And it's good. I'm liking it. I'm liking to see where I want to see where the story's going, because I think I know. I've been like trying to make predictions. I think I know where things are going. Forgot my towel here. I think I know where. And okay, so I think, I think Rune and what's his name, Gideon, are going to just have, I think there's going to be really good enemies to lovers, because I can tell they're going to start liking each other. But like, what are they going to do? Because, Gideon got to do what he got to do, which I'm trying not to spoil this for anyone who hasn't watched it, who hasn't read it, who may be watching this. But, yeah, so what are they going to, what's he going to do? And so now, with knowing that information, I did not dry my face off good enough. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing because I'm on here. But knowing that information, I'm just wondering like what it's going to do. And I'm looking forward to Rebel Witch because, yeah. I'm looking forward to Rebel Witch now. I have a really simple face routine. Like, I try not to use a bunch of stuff because I don't really think you need all that. I mean, I'm 38 years old. I'm just trying to keep the wrinkles at bay a little bit. So this is like my morning routine. I'm gonna show y'all a little recipe, little dewdrops. I like using these, and I didn't dry my face off enough, and so it's kind of like leaving a little, that white residue. But I like these glow drops because I do think it really helps to just like give you a glow. I don't wear makeup much unless I'm like going out somewhere, but like on a day-to-day, like just a regular day, like I don't really have time for that. And I really don't leave the house during the week, like at all. I mean, I work from home, my kids are at school, so there's really no real reason for me to leave unless I need to run an errand or go pick something up, some moisturizer, or go pick something up. So there's, no real reason for me to like really need to leave. Now, I do make a point to get up and like get dressed and get myself like prepared for the day, because it's easy when you're working from home to like get into this, oh, well, no one's gonna see me from the waist down, I'm just gonna keep on pajama pants and like not really get dressed. And that was what I kind of did when I first started working from home. I got to a point where I was like really comfortable, and I would just like have my PJ pants on and a shirt or whatever. But now I like make sure I'm really getting up and getting myself dressed, because I still want to look cute. I mean, I got a husband, and I don't want to just be walking around looking crazy. I want to just be walking around looking crazy. So yeah. So I make sure that I get up and like do something to myself so that I look like really presentable, because I'm not trying to walk around here looking like extra frumpy. I mean, it's one thing that I wear like leggings pretty much every day, but like, I don't have to look extra frumpy. Like, still need to get up and get dressed and get ready for the day and everything. So, yeah. And right now my face is looking extra like a glazed donut. Which I don't know. I mean, I want to look like a glazed donut. I really look like a glazed donut than like ashy. I don't want to look ashy at all. So if my face got to look a little glazy and greasy for a bit, then, you know, that's just what it's going to look like. But I'm super tired. I have a doctor's appointment today. If you guys watch some of my videos, I don't know, I have sickle cell, and so like I get fatigued a lot. Like I'm pretty much always fatigued, always tired. So like, yeah, I'm just tired, and I have a doctor's appointment later, so I'm just hanging around the house. I have a pretty light day today, so I'm just gonna be hanging here until it's time for my doctor's appointment, do that, and then by that time it'll probably almost be ready to like pick up my kids. And so yeah, that's my day today. And lastly, I end my routine with my lippy. This is my Summer Fridays. This is my favorite one. This one in like the light brown color, my favorite ones. So like I said, I don't really wear makeup, but you will never catch me in or out the house without my lips freshly glossed. That's one thing I can't stand, dry face and dry lips. And so I will always have on lip gloss. Like I've been wearing lip gloss since the 8th grade. Like it's a staple for me, and if I don't have it, I'm really anxious, and it's probably not a good day. Like if you ask me, what are like 3 items that, you know, you would take with you if you were on a deserted island? This is one of them. Lip gloss is going to be one of those items, and that's just what it is. So that's the end. That's pretty much the end of my morning routine, my face routine, my skincare. My husband just dropped the kids off at school, so for now I have the house to myself. And I'm about to clean up a little bit. I already started the dishwasher. Now, this is the perk from working from home, because like in and out, like during breaks before you start your day. So got the dishwasher going. I'm about to go downstairs and kind of vacuum out the living room. And then I'll probably be able to sit down, relax, and start a reading session up until my doctor's appointment. So feeling a little bit better in here. I got it vacuumed. I try to do my cleaning when my kids are not here, because when they are, they're just in the way. And it's like you clean up and then they try to instantly, it must be something about seeing things clean that makes them desire to immediately mess it up. And you know, my kids are 3, he'll be 4 in next month. So in like the next 2 weeks basically, and then 6 and 14. And I'm trying to get the 4 and 6 year old, you know, to a point where they're, you know, they know to clean up their stuff and to clean up after themselves. And they're learning. It's still, you know, of course you still get the pushback, but you guys are old enough. You're going to help clean up around here too. And so when they bring their toys out, put them away when you're done with them. Okay, the night's over. We're going to move on to the next thing. We're not leaving the house until your toys are cleaned up. So that's the stage that we're in. My 14-year-old, you know, she has that under control, but of course she still needs to be told for whatever reason. But I have this big heap of laundry. It's clean now, but the hard part for me is not doing it. Well, except for when I forget to put it in the dryer and have to start all over. But the hard part for me is folding it. Like I can throw it in the washer, that's no big deal, but folding it probably takes me at least 5 business days, because I absolutely hate it. I don't know. And I wouldn't even say fold, because I try to like put all my kids' clothes together, like put their outfits together and hang them up. So that way when it's time to leave or they're getting ready for school, I can just grab it and I don't have to say, okay, well, let's find the pants that match the shirt. It's already there. So I have to hang all the outfits up individually, and then you're like folding the undies and the, you know, tank tops and the t-shirts. And so I just absolutely hate it. And it's like 2 kids, and so this is half of it for my 2 youngest. My oldest, she does her own laundry. She's 14, she does her own laundry. But for my 2 youngest, I do their laundry, and I do it separately from ours. So it's a lot of laundry loads, but I don't want it like all in one big load. That would be just too much for me, so I do it separately. But even though I should do this right now, I don't want to. So I think I'm going to just take some time to maybe go get a little snack, because I haven't ate anything. I'm not really a breakfast person, but I'll try to make sure I at least like get some quick water in, and maybe like an apple or something. Like, I oftentimes don't eat breakfast, but yeah, I just don't need it really, but I know that I have to get something. So I'll probably eat an apple and sit down and read for a little bit, because yeah, I can do that today. Cressida Gideon. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. His motivation for being such a brutal witch hunter, because yeah, I'm glad that I'm glad that Rune had the presence of mind, or maybe she just this type of girl, but she already had on like lace panties and a pretty lace bra, like, for this moment. Or I mean, she didn't know this moment was gonna happen, so like, man, she was prepared, unknowingly prepared. Okay, so is Gideon a man scorned? Is that why he turned into this witch hunting person? Okay, I'm on chapter 19 now, y'all. Yeah, so I think I'm super close. I think I'm starting to figure out maybe the motivation and the motive for Gideon. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you this person? And I'm not gonna say too much, because I think I still want this to be a spoiler-free reading vlog, but I think I might just have to start doing spoiler reading vlogs, because I want to take y'all along with me while I'm reading stuff. And not being able to like fully speak and say what I want to say, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but this is my first time doing this, so I'm gonna try it out for this time, to see if I can just really talk about it, but not like give the detail, so that it's still spoiler free. He trapped her. Oh my gosh, she about to walk into a trap. Oh my. That Gideon is a clever one. And she think it was real information. So he set her up, like they're getting closer, you know, and she asked a question. You know what? He gave that information too easily. I should have known, and she should have known, because he gave it up way too quick and too easy. See, women just be thinking they feminine powers is gonna get them everything, and Gideon's like, try again. Oh my gosh, she is going. Oh gosh, Rune. And then he don't even really want her, at least at this point, because he knows that Alex is in love with her, and so he's not gonna do that to his brother. Like, he's not gonna do that to his brother. And she don't really want him. She's just, giving him the time of day because she needs something from him. Oh boy, I just got to chapter 2, y'all. 22, and Rune is getting ready to pull up to the setup. Oh no, Rune. Oh my God. She figured it out, but it might be too late. Oh my gosh. Oh my, y'all. It's Gideon. Oh no. Oh my gosh. She realizes she's been set up. Oh gosh, yeah, girl, you are such a fool, because that was a foolish move. But she got that invisible spell on, so he knows there's somebody there, but he can't see that it's her. Well, actually, yeah, he can't see that it's her, but he knows it's her because he gave her a false location and she showed up and he gave that information to her. So yeah, he has to know that it's her, whether he sees her or not. Okay, Rune, what are you doing? What do you think? What are you talking about? Girl, it don't matter if you talk or not. He knows it's you. Oh my gosh, y'all. So she's running. Like, she's running in this mine. It's dark. She can't see anything. Oh my gosh. She didn't injure Gideon, but he's still right on her tails. Oh God. Spell is still working, so he can't see her. I mean, he can't physically see her, but he knows it's her. Now she in the water, spell weakening. She down there gasping. She down there can't breathe, lungs burning, and she still can't come up for air because he's still there. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is stressing me out. Okay, he left. Oh, y'all. So Gideon is smart. I'm sorry, Gideon's outsmarting her every time. Like, at every turn, he's outsmarting her. She thinking that he's gone because she couldn't see the light flare anymore. He must have just turned the damn thing off, and then the moment she thought it was turned off, she comes up and boom, he right there grabbing her. Oh my, Rome, why are you stressing me out like this? Like, why? Why didn't you listen to Verity and Alex? You sitting there thinking that you about to outsmart this man, and he quietly is outsmarting you. Quietly. He got her, y'all. He got her. Oh my gosh. I'm stressed. It's good. This is good. And you know, yeah, I'm glad that all the people recommended and been hyping this book up because so far I'm really liking it. This is, I don't know, I think this is chapter 23. I'm only 38% in, says Kinderella here, but um her cover's blown at this point. I mean, I must keep on reading, but I'm assuming he knows it's her. I mean, obviously, he set the trap for her, and now he knows I gave you that information. You're here. It's you. High room. Don't matter if I can see you or not. I know it's you. My light died on me, but Alex is not about to let nothing happen to her. I mean, Alex and Gideon are brothers, and um, Alex is not about to let nothing happen to her. So while she may be caught, I just don't see how he can do what he normally would do if he caught a suspected witch, because this is Alex's girl. Like, he's in love with her and he knows his brother's in love with her. So, and Alex knows, you know what? I don't think Alex knew that she was going there because she didn't get the chance to talk to them because she didn't want to send it through Telegram. She didn't want to put it in writing. So I don't think he knows. But of course, when she's missing, he's gonna be like looking for her, and the first person he's gonna go to is his brother.
Okay, so I just left my doctor's appointment and I decided to stop at Chick-fil-A to get me some lunch because I was starving. And I love like going to get me stuff when I'm by myself because then I don't have to spend a bunch of money. Like if my family of five eats at Chick-fil-A, it's $50. $50 for a family of five at Chick-fil-A. But today I was able to just go and get myself something. And I picked my husband up something too because I knew he would want something, he'd be hungry. But yeah, so I'm gonna sneak and eat this before my kids get out of school, which is very soon, like within the next hour. But I'm gonna sneak and enjoy my food by myself until, they get home. So got my Chick-fil-A and I'm ready to go home and smash because I have not ate like literally all day and it is 2:30.
Okay, so I'm back home. I got mac and cheese and the chicken tenders. I do love me some Chick-fil-A. I don't eat fast food much, but when I do, it's probably going to be Chick-fil-A, Piata, and Chipotle. Those are like my go-to fast food options. And I am on, what chapter am I on? 25. This is getting good, y'all. This is really getting good. So she escaped, but now she's at this party because she has to try and pretend that she's there so that it looks less suspicious. Luckily, Alex finds her, and he's basically like, where the heck you been? Like, where have you been tonight? I love Alex. I just love him for her. I know this is an enemies to lovers, but I mean, I feel like I usually always root for the guy who's been down with you and who's been there like through it all. So, yeah, I like me some Alex. Okay, so back at it again. It's nighttime officially. It is now like 10 o'clock or so. I got a little bit of a later start. Um, so now I'm getting started again. I am on chapter 27, and a lot has happened. A lot of action has happened, with Room getting caught and then escaping, kind of. No, I don't want to say, I don't want to spoil that, but a lot has kind of happened, and now we're at the point where Alex is getting a little territorial, and I'm like, okay, you better boss up and protect your girl. But I can see the territorialness coming out, especially as it relates to her and Gideon. So I'm gonna just keep on reading to see where that's going. But I'm liking the direction Alex is going in, but he's coming off as, I don't know. I'm gonna keep on reading. And I'm hoping she makes a decision to go with Alex and takes him up on his proposition. But the fact that there's another book in this duology, something tells me that she probably doesn't take him up on that offer and she decides to stay behind. Again, this is just me predicting. I don't know if I'm spoiling anything for anybody because I don't know if that actually happens, but I'm just predicting that that is what's gonna happen. Her and Alex are starting to like have a little bit of tension now because, like I said, he's getting a little bit territorial. And Rune, I feel like she's the type of girl that don't really work. It don't really work with her. You know, she's not one to be controlled, especially in that way. So I feel like they're having a little bit of tension, which is new for them. You know, they've never had fights or anything like this before. Um, so yeah, we'll see. And then my boy Gideon sends like the most beautiful dress to her home for her to wear to the dinners that he made with his own hands. He sketched, he made it from start to finish. Mm. Ah, man, I was just giving Alex his props because I like Alex, but yeah. So I'm on chapter 30 and I'm finally realizing what Gideon's motivation for being like the witch hunter that he is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he definitely has a reason because I would probably be the same way if I was Gideon. If what happened to me and my family, you know, happened at the hands of a witch, I would be the same way. So now I see why he is so bent on ridding the Republic or whatever of the witches.
Hey guys, so happy Friday. I did not have time to film anymore. Like, I did read last night, but not as much as I intended to. But I have been reading. I'm on chapter 41 now, and y'all, a lot has been happening. There's been like some brutal killings and stuff going on, but I don't think it's Rune. It's not the Crimson Moth because honestly, she's not even that powerful as far as like witches' powers go. She's not even that powerful. And on top of like her witch powers and her not like knowing all these spells, I just don't think she's that type of person. Like, she is just trying to save people. She's not trying to like kill all these peoples and slash people's throats. Like, I don't even think that's her personality. So I'm feeling like there is something else going on at play here. There's something else. There's some other witches that they don't know of, like this also hide in plain sight, or something weird is going on. Then she's at that party and they pull up with the witch that she's trying to save, and based on what happens, I'm like, okay, either that witch did it or there's something else in the crowd. And I don't know. I know Verity is her homegirl. Let me stop. I mean, I'm just making these predictions because I'm like, who? Well, no, Verity's not a witch. I take that back. Somebody else in that crowd that's at that event is a witch and is very powerful, and I think is responsible for a lot of these heinous crimes. And Crimson Moth is being, you know, framed essentially because they're all thinking it's Crimson Moth who, you know, and they're thinking it's not there. Gideon's thinking it's potentially Rune, but I don't think it is. And then the enemies are still falling in love at this point, but it's definitely a slow burn. I like the speed at which it's happening. They're both kind of still trying to play each other, but you can tell they're both clearly like really liking each other, even though they don't want to. Like, Gideon's having feelings for her, he don't want to, and Rune is having feelings for him, even though she don't want to, and she knows she has a mission to complete. And it's like seeing Gideon try to hold back because he knows or thinks that his brother's in love with her. He's not trying to tell his brother's girl, but what is it about women? Like, we, you know, well, a lot of women oftentimes want the man that they should not have, and they ignore the man who's like been showing them from day one. I'm liking Alex because of that fact. Like, he's been down for her. He knows her secrets. He don't judge her, and she's safe with him. She feels, you know, she feels safe, like physically, emotionally with him, and you know, but she's feeling the chemistry with Gideon.
So we'll see. But anywho, I'm running errands right now. Getting ready to just getting ready to take my son to get some ice cream. And then it'll probably be time to pick my daughters up from school. So I'll be picking it up. But this is a reading vlog in the day in the life of a mom of 3, work from home mom. I was off today. Yeah, this is the day in the life for me. Okay, so ice cream secured. Getting ready to head off to the next errand, which is picking up my girls from school. My son, he's only 3. He'll be 4 on April 3rd. So, so we get to spend a lot of uninterrupted and just quality time together, which is nice because, the girls are in school. And so it's nice that I can just kind of have that time with him by ourselves. And so we came to get ice cream before the girls got out. And, so how's your ice cream? It's good. Thumbs up. All right. And then I got me my favorite Oreo Blizzard. I tell you, kids will have you eating whatever because I just got off of like a 2-week sugar cleanse that I did with my teenage daughter. But I'm having me some ice cream now. That is my one like guilty pleasure. I'm not much of a snack eater. I don't eat cakes and pies and all that stuff, but I love me some ice cream, specifically cookies and cream. So that's where we're at. But loving Heartless Hunter so far. I'm going to check back in. Hopefully I can finish this up tonight. If not tonight, definitely finish it up on Saturday. Okay, so now I am on my way to go pick up a pizza. The kids are at home. And so on Fridays, like 2 Fridays of the month, we'll try to do like a pizza and movie night. So we'll go to our, favorite pizza place here and we'll do pizza and movie, whatever we can find on Netflix or Disney Plus. I'm not sure what we're watching tonight. Probably Sonic 2, which my son has already seen probably about 10 times. But I can honestly say I've never really sat down to like pay attention to it and watch it. So that'll probably be what I'm doing tonight, is actually like engaging and watching the movie. Because we watched Moana 2 last time because that just came on Disney Plus. So yeah, we'll probably do Sonic 2 tonight. And then after I pick up the pizza, like right next to the pizza place is this little free library. There's a few books that I've been meaning to unhaul. And so after I pick up the pizzas, I'm going to quickly just, swoop through there, drop those books off, and then head home. And so that'll be my Friday night. And then after they go to sleep, I'll probably finish up Heartless Hunter. I have about 30% left. I think I'm on chapter 42. It's so good, and I was right in my predictions. There's definitely other forces at play, and now I can already see what the premise of the next book, Rebel Witch, is. I can already see what the premise is. I see what's happening. So I'm excited to finish it up and get to the end to see how it all plays out. Okay, so I am unhauling Ugly Love, Brain on Fire. Sorry, y'all. I just couldn't get into this one. A Court of Thorns and Roses. The Road Less Traveled. And don't laugh at this one. This is Manology. It's Rev Run and Tyrese's book. I've had this since I was like in my 20s. This is when I was reading a lot of self-help books. The Road Less Traveled is from our like self-help days. So now I'm going to go and unhaul these at the little free library. And let's see if these will fit up there. I'm trying to do this with my one hand, and it is not working out that well. All right, I hope someone else can enjoy those. Okay. I'm getting really suspicious of Verity. Something ain't right. I don't know. Something ain't right. I could be wrong. But the way stuff like comes up missing, I know. I'm gonna check back in though. Well, girl, why are you going to meet up with that boy? Like, what's done is done, and you know this is not a good idea. So why are you even going? Like, you have a plan, you have things happening. Why are you going to meet up with him? You gotta be kidding me. Chapter 55. Wrong. Like, I swear, a man will make you do the dumbest things. Like, why? Why? You guys, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh man, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm not even finished with it. I don't even know which. I'm 95% in, so I have 5% left. And I knew something wasn't right in the water. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect what it actually was, and I'm not going to say it out loud for those of you who might haven't really read this, but my God, my heart is broken. Like, why? Gosh, why? My heart is so broken right now. I didn't know that this book would do this to me. I didn't know that this book was going to be heartbreaking. Okay, so I finished reading Heartless Hunter and I really enjoyed this book. I would rate this like a 4.5. This probably would have been a 5-star read for me. Like, there wasn't really anything that I did not like about this. I liked everything about it, but I do feel that the characters could have been developed just a little bit more. Like, there could have been a little bit more character development so that we got to know them a little bit better. Like, I think Gideon was developed out really well, but maybe Room could have been developed a little bit more, and it would have been nice for Alex to have a little bit more development as well. I really enjoyed this. This is how you do an enemies to lovers. This was just a really good enemies to lovers book for me. And I think that if you are someone like me, like, I'm new to fantasy, so I just started reading fantasies back in November. And so I'm pretty new. And so when I started reading them, I asked for a lot of recommendations that were like for a fantasy newbie, something that wouldn't be like too complicated to grasp onto. And this is one that was like highly recommended. And I definitely agree this would be great for newbies because there wasn't a lot of complicated like world building or anything like that. It's fantasy, but it wasn't complicated. It wasn't, a lot of extra, it was just enough for someone who's trying to get their feet wet into the genre. I enjoyed this so much. I would have loved to have dived right into Rebel Witch, but I am on a book buying ban right now, and so I'm trying to be really good as far as sticking to it. And since it's not on KU, then that means I just have to wait until it's over. And so I think I'm supposed to do like 15 books before I can, spend any money on another book. Read my own 15 books for my own physical TBR. And so, I should be at that goal by May, because I usually tend to read like 8 to 10 books a month. I've been reading about 10 books a month. So, at that rate, and plus I started it this month. And yeah, so at that rate by May, I'll definitely be ready to go. I'm going to a book fest in May too, so I know I will be buying books there. And so I'm not really trying to do a whole bunch of spending or anything in between then. So even though Rebel Witch, that's one book, I can wait. But if it wasn't for that, I would have probably already purchased it and hopped right into it. But yes, definitely enjoyed this. Definitely recommend this. Like I said, the end crushed me, and you know, this is the next day, almost into 2 days later, and I'm still thinking about that ending. And you know, I didn't really like it, the ending, I guess. So yeah, that is one thing that I would say I didn't like, was just the ending, and not because it was a bad ending. It was very unexpected, and it was just sad. So definitely, if you have not read Heartless Hunter, give this a read. If you watched this video and hung out with me during my day-to-day trying to read as a mom of three, thank you so much for watching. This is a realistic way in how I read. I use a lot of different methods because otherwise I don't think I'll be able to read as much. So reading physical book, reading on my Kindle, and audiobooks are so helpful for me as far as being able to, you know, actually read as much as I do. This is my first time doing one of these reading vlogs, or, you know, a long form video where I'm like filming a good portion of my day. So, you know, thank you guys for rocking with me. And this was fun to do. I enjoyed like actually hearing my thoughts out loud as the book progressed, and then once I finally finished, seeing what I was actually accurate about, my predictions or not. I don't really mind a book being predictable. I think it's kind of fun, like trying to predict it. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed this. Great experience. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please like and or comment. Again, I do talk back in the comments, and hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much, guys. Bye. See you in the next video.